The Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to lead its council to facilitate easier access to about $5 billion in grants and $14 billion in loans to member countries. Minister of Environment Dr. Mohamed Abubakar, who disclosed this in Abuja, said the International Monetary Fund and European Union Bank have expressed support for the Great Green Wall program and would provide the loans and grants. The 11 countries who make up the Pan-Great Green Wall support for Nigeria's presidency are Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Chad, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Senegal, and Sudan.
If Nigerian president takes over the leadership of the GGW again, it will be easier for GGW to access funding from the various organizations, considering the respect he command from the rest of the world.
The minister mentioned some of the recommendations of the 7th Ordinary Session of the Council of Ministers of the Pan-Great Green Wall in Mauritania.
On the 29th of July 2021, in Nouakchott, Mauritania, the Council of Ministers adopted the following. 1. That Nigeria hosts the 8th meeting of ministers, which is the next one in September. 2. That Nigeria hosts the 5th summit of heads of state and government, also which is to be done virtually in September. That His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari assumed the presidency of the heads of state and government of the Pan-African Great Green Wall at the end of the 5th summit again in September. That the Honorable Minister of Environment, Dr. Mahmoud Abubakar, assumed the chairmanship of the Council of Ministers of the PAN-GGW on the same 5th during the summit.
He also gave an update on the Ogoni cleanup.
On the 4th of August 2011, exactly 10 years today, United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, submitted their report of environmental assessment of Ogoni to the federal government of Nigeria, which were commissioned to undertake. In July 2012, as a follow-up action, the federal government established Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, otherwise known as HYPREP, under the Ministry of Petroleum Resources at the time, to execute the UNEP report. Unfortunately, the project could not take off properly. However, in June of 2016, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, represented by the Vice President, His Excellency Professor Oshibajo, flagged off the Ogoni cleanup at Bodo waterside in fulfillment of his election campaign promise in 2015. The launching, which was a landmark event, was a product of the restructuring of the old HYPREP by the Federal Minister of Environment to give it form and shape as stipulated in the Gazette. Hence, the Governing Council, the Board of Trustees, and the Project Coordination Office representing critical delivery structures of the project were put in place in 2016/2017. After about 2 years of careful logistic arrangement, community contact and technical preparation, the first phase of 21 cleanup and remediation contracts were rolled out, followed by another set of 29 remediation and 7 Tier 2 assessment contracts in 2019 and 2020. Currently, there are 5,000 livelihood training planned, while about 400 women have already been trained. These 5,000 are additional livelihood training for the youth and women in the Ogoni land, as it is part and parcel of the recommendation of UNEP in the cleanup of the Ogoni impacted land.